This matchup is between TanwirFarid and Bibi. I am Nitro6003, and we'll be getting you all caught up in here in just a moment. But looks like both teams are tied with the same amount of points. This is open, so both players starting at Sank, getting their flute and going into what's that? Going into blinds out here. And we have looks like all pendants in the light world. And it's always nice to get that flute early. And let's see what else is here in blinds out here. And just another heart container. So I'll see if there's any other money around the land. And Bibi now going into Blind's Hut. And should be activating our flutes here shortly. We're going to drop down into the well. And see what's in there. And 20 bucks so far. And right now, both runners kind of going in the same direction. And then there's $20 more. So we'll have money for bottle vendor, which is nice. 10 sticks, 3 bombs, and my Fisher Price for shield. So let the lag begin. All right, let's pay off the bottle vendor, see what he has today. Ooh, a glove. Makes a back of escape kind of nice to get to. And now our flute has been activated on Tan's side, and Bibi should be right behind them on activating the flute. And now we got to go into Chicken Hut. After doing cross keys last week, it's just a little bizarre to not see everybody going into every single entrance in Kakariko. Ooh, we have a Moon Pearl. That's Dark World access, isn't it? Holy moly. And we do have Crystal in Desert Palace. And we have the fire shield as well in the back of the tavern. We'll see what our runners want to venture into Dark World. It is kind of scary with Hammer, Mitts, and Moon Pearl, and only 4 hearts, but they do have Dark World access. Kind of wondering if people will do their traditional checks. 10 sticks on the race game. Nothing there. And are we blind checking? We are not blind checking on Tan side. And just a piece of heart. He is going to flute, so doesn't look like he's going to Dark World right away. We'll see if Bibi makes the same choice. Where are we going to next? All right, we're going to South Shore on Tan side. So gonna do the dam and all those stuff down here. Do have a weapon for Mini Molder Cave with that hammer. You'll have to excuse my 5.5-year-old is here as well. He's gonna be laughing and watching YouTube Kids, so hopefully that's not going through. And it looks like Bib is going to get the piece of heart here from Race Game. Let's see what happens when we drain the dam. Just another piece of heart. Let's see. And it looks like Tan is not going to get that either. Bib is right behind Tan as far as doing the South Shore checks. Going to do Mini Moldorm Cave, Ice Rod Cave, all that kind of good stuff. Ooh, the Mini Moldorm's dropping magic here today. That is good knowledge, game knowledge to have for the rest of the seed. All right, 5 items here. We have a piece of heart. We have another heart container, another piece of heart, and 20 bucks. And our first sword. Pretty nice to get a sword here early. That makes Dark World a little nicer, but not much with just the fighter sword. But let's see where our runners want to go. They have a lot open to them now with the flute. They can sequence break the old man at the mountain. And it looks like Tan is going to go into the Dark World here and going to check out Hype Cave, probably go over to Dig Game. Although right now he does not have quite enough ammo for that. And we have our... So we have 5-6 crystal TR and Meyer, and our other pendant is at Thieves Town today. The rest are normal crystals, so we will need that ice rod, lots of medallions, all kinds of stuff, but is gonna start with Hype Cave here, and then we'll see what Bib wants to do next. And he'll get some health as well. Let's see if Hype Cave is... Ooh, we have a bow in Hype Cave. Nice, okay. 10 sticks and another heart piece. 50 bucks and more bombs. So he can now go all the way over to the Dig Game if he wants. Probably do that. It looks like Bib is right behind him. Gonna check Link's house first to get... Oh, there was 20 bucks in Link's house. Nope, Tan is not going over to the Dig Game. He's gonna go up. Let's see what... probably be heading over to Pod. Let's see. Even though there's no lamp, you can, if you do know your dark rooms, Pod is full clearable. So we'll see what he wants to do. If he wants to go over to Pod here so early. All right, so Bib gonna get his bow. Let's see what decision he makes going here, and let's see what's on the pyramid. Just 20 bucks. They're a little short on cash, but he does have enough to get geeky and open Palace of Darkness. You do need 110 rupees to open up Palace of Darkness. So, oh, looks like Bib is gonna save and quit and not gonna do those checks yet. See where he wants to go next. Bib is going to go all the way to Catfish, and let's see if Catfish has anything here this afternoon. And let's see if Catfish is going to be our answer, or oh, we have the back of Escape we're going to do as well. So double checks for our trackers here this afternoon. 2 different places for our runners, but Bib will get his 3 items first, and Tan will get his in a moment. First, the back of Escape. We have a small key, we have a map, and we have a heart piece. So there is something in Dark Ross for sure. And Catfish today has a heart piece, so nothing on Catfish. So now comes Dark Room knowledge, going through the back of the Escape with Dark World access, and then gonna do Dark Cross, get all the way to Dark Cross here shortly. Has to find the key rat though, and that's a little hard in the dark. Don't think he did find him. So let's see where Tan goes next. So now Tan is gonna go in through the village of Outcast here. Let's see. Wait, did Bib not get the small key? I don't think he got the small key. That is unfortunate if that is the case. He did not. I don't think he killed the key rat. I'll have to see if he goes back. He's looking for the door, but if I don't see him having a key on his tracker there, on his upper corner. So we'll see. Yeah, I think he didn't get the key from the Dark Cross. You can go in through the front of the Escape too and do the same thing. So, all right, into Skull Woods as we go. This is a crystal, and Oh, we have hook shot. That gives a huge indication to go up the mountain. Because now you can check all of the mountain as well. And let's see, it looks like Bib is right behind Tan as far as getting that. That hook shot is tempting. But first, Tan is going to be checking the item up there. Oh, nope, just 10 sticks. And now Bib will be heading into the dark world. Let's see if he decides to go into Skull Woods and get that hook shot. Do remember, our runners are on a 10-minute delay. And please give our runners a follow, both Tan and Bib. Putting on an awesome show here this afternoon, having to go into the dark world with 5 and 6 hearts. All right, so 20 bucks in the C-shaped house. And it looks to me like Bib is going to go into the back of Skull Woods and see what's there, or possibly steal a key so he could do more stuff. Bombable Hut. Ooh. 10 missed. All right, so just a heart piece there in the Bombable Hut. And now it looks like Tan will be going into... Nope, he's opening up Thieves Town, but has not got in just yet. Doing chess game first. And, ooh, Cane of Samaria in the chess game. So that is all going to be needed as well, because we are going to need to be clearing things like Turtle Rock. And there is our big key in Thieves Town. And it looks to be like Bib will be going to get his hook shot shortly. Let's see if there's another item that he's able to get besides the hook shot. Ooh, there's Titan's Mitts. Oh my, the mountain is screaming for potential, because now the whole mountain is clearable if you do it correctly. And the small key there on Bib's side. And then big key for Skull Woods. What would be interesting is... Oh, and there's the fire rod in Thieves Town. Penned in Thieves Town today. Holy moly. Is the place to be for our fire rod and Arcana Samaria. So let's see where Tan wants to go now. He has a lot of options. Deciding that that was enough out of Pendant Thieves Town to go up the mountain now. He'll probably rescue the old man in the dark. That's one of the easier ones to do. So you'll see another dark screen on your left-hand side. Oh, be careful there, Bib. You don't want... Oh, and there's the second item out of Skull Wood. So now, when Bib decides to go to Thieves Town, he will be able to just go to the back and kill Moth. So of course, again, as mentioned before, Moth on 5 or 6 hearts is not the most exciting thing in the universe. But it is clearable once you get that fire rod. All right, old man has been rescued on Tan's side. And 20 bucks for his efforts here. And now I don't, since we joined a little late rather, I'm not quite sure if, I know both runners checked Lumberjack. I'm not quite sure what was on it. So hopefully we'll find out. Ooh, stun prize today, fairies. So let's see. I'm going to assume that Bib is going to go into Thieves Town. Oh, and a blue mail inside Spec Rock. Is that going to be enough for Tan to go and get it? It is. That makes Moth feel a little nicer, although he still does quite a bit of damage. It is a little nicer to have such blue mail. And let's see. Bib was going to do Village of Outcasts, check all those things first. And not going to the other side of the mountain for Tan. We're saving quitting first. Never quite sure if it's faster to just jump down from there or not. But watch the falling cabbages. All right, gonna use our hook shot. Bib does get Cane of Samaria, and he should be able to get both the mitts and the fire rod, and then we'll see what decisions he decides to make. Into Paradox Cave. There's quite a bit of items here, 2 on the bottom and 5 on top. $20 and powder, which brings Match back bat into the equation. Let's see if Bib decides to go further into Thieves Town or not after he gets the fire rod. Careful. Need to mold him still do. Oh, and there's Boots. And the blue cane. And 20 more bucks. And a heart piece. So we have our Boots on Tan side. Let's hope that Bib does not play off the mountain. Oh, we got some hovering on the other side as well. Nice job for Tan, hovering all the way across. And let's see if Bib takes a death here. I'm going to assume so. He is not taking a death. He's going into the back of Thieves Town here. So he's going to try to clear. He's going to clear the dungeon, while Tan is going to do Spiral Cave. So if the mirror or the flute are in the back of Thieves Town, it's going to take Tan a very long time to get all the way back there. Or another major progression item like sell the ice rod, something else, that would keep him away. And Bib gets another piece of heart here with his boots, dashes out, and will now go into Dark Death Mountain and be able to clear that as well. Super Bunny Cave, and check the TR medallion. And actually, after that, he can, once he's done in Dark World here, he can do Mire and see what the Mire medallion is and see what is he going to need for go mode here tonight. All right, so he's going to go up the stairs through Super Bunny Cave. Guess he does not want to mess around with the stuff here, or is he just hovering? Yeah, he's just gonna hover. All right, so gotta remember to do some bombing here. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what's in Super Bunny Cave. Oh, we have a Master Sword. We will need that. I have not seen Bib get any further items in Thieves Town just yet, so there are 2 more. And let's see what the TR entrance is going to require. Ether today. That's always nice to know. Again, early, and now we're going to go into Hookshot Cave, and probably he might tack this all in with Spike Cave as well. And getting the prize pack and a heart container, so more health there in Hookshot Cave. And a heart piece, so nothing more up at Death Mountain. So just the Master Sword. So unless I'm missing something, the big chest and blind will have our final 2 items. And yeah, 10 is gonna do the Spike Cave. Or there was another item, and I just missed it. I do apologize. Alright, activating his Cane of Burna. All right, so Bib is gonna fight blind here. All right, so Tan is gonna go into the desert area. All right, so blind getting a little off script for Bib, but he will get an I missed that medallion. Or a pendant. He's watching his iPad. Alright, so there was nothing else in Thieves Town to speak of. And it looks like I don't think our tracker got the medallion either. So our tracker tonight is BSJ72380. And our streamer tonight is Oro. So now we got to do some boots checks. And we'll see. Bib is going to go up the mountain, having cleared Thieves Town. And there's 20 bucks.
Ready?
I love you. Okay. Can I call you back in a few minutes when I'm done? Okay. Love you. Okay, so Tan is now going into the back of the escape with his boots. And looks like Bib is going to be rescuing the old man. And now we'll get a second chance at a Dark Cross here. Oh, he does have he had a fire rod shot. Oh, and gets a magic drop. So now he can use his fire rod to not miss the key. So his trek through the escape, the back of the escape, will be a little easier with that fire rod to that chest. And of course, he also has boots. All right, so Bib is not far from getting the boots, though. So let's see what's in Dark Cross, which is now in logic with fire rod. Trying to find the chest. Not able to find it just yet. There it is. Oh, only 300 bucks. So if Bib never goes back there, it will not hurt him. And if Tan never goes back to Thieves Town to clear it, that will not hurt him either. And the tracker did get the Meyer medallion, which will be Bombos today. So we need Bombos and Ether. And looks like Bib is setting up a bomb jump here. This is probably one of the harder bomb jumps in the game to get. This is and it looked like he was a little too high. And, oh, a traditional piece of heart in the Bonk Rocks. But at least he's in this general vicinity, so he will be getting his boots when he checks East Death Mountain. And let's see where Tan goes. It's probably going to clear out Skull Woods and maybe do Smith Chain. But we'll see where he decides to go. And, all right, so again, at least he's on his way to getting boots. And it's not going to be that long of a difference between him getting boots, but yeah, you definitely never want to see one runner just get boots and the other one just never find them, and then it just turns into a free-for-all. All right, so now Tan will be at a full clear and get his first crystal here shortly. And kind of curious where he's going to go next. I mean, he has the world is his oyster now. Ice Palace is full clearable, although not logic without the flippers. So what do we need for go mode? We need Ice Rod, we need Bombos, we need Ether, we need a mirror, we need technically the lamp, and we need the flippers and mirror. So that is all we need for go mode. The dreaded Ice Rod. Always a problem when that's one of the items that you need. All right, and Bib at 26 minutes and 49 seconds has gotten his boots. He's not gonna do a hover here. He's gonna just bomb jump across. And I don't blame him for that. And now we're into the back of Skull Woods for... Oh, the mummy getting in the way. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. Floating Island only has 20 bucks. And that was a little bit of a problem for Tan, running out of magic. So many things seem to have been dropping magic today, but I guess that wasn't one of them. And it looks like Bib is going to go into Tower of Hera, Pendant Tower of Hera today. Let's see what's in there. And we have one of our items is the boomerang. Not going to tempt Bib to go get that. We did not. No, we stayed in the house. All right, so now with more magic, Tan is definitely going to be able to clear this up. And getting, it looks like the version of, I think he did not do Philly Pod. Not quite sure which version of Harapot he's doing. I think that was maybe a modified Philly Pot, but either way, he is getting up the tower. And he will... wonder if he's going to fall clear. He already saw one of the items, and he gets knocked back and into a hole. And let's see. Oh, there's a small key. All right, waiting for his opportunity here. And there's the second item. So is he going to clear Tower of Hera? It does not look like it. So he's not going for early pedestal here. All right. Meanwhile, Tan is on Mothula. And misses his fire rod shots, unfortunately. But at least he does have the hammer and the Master Sword to make it a little easier for him. And down goes Mothula, and we'll have our first crystal strike of the 7 that we need to go up again this tower. And we'll call it 29 minutes and 39 seconds. And on your right-hand screen in the yellow, Bib is going to be going through Spiral Cave, going to get his Master Sword, and see what he decides to do. Is he going to go do Skull Woods or not? There was really nothing else in Skull Woods because he already had cleared it. So I'm kind of curious to see where he will go. Is he going to go do Skull Woods? It's only now clearing the back. Or is he going to go elsewhere? He's going to do Super Bunny Cave first, obviously, and Hookshot Cave, and get the news on Turok. Meanwhile, Tan is heading back into Skull Woods because he still has items to find. Bib not able to get the first thing first, so that'll set him back a little bit. And gets the big key. So let's see here. So far, our runners have they've kind of gone off a little bit on each other, but mainly they've kind of been also following each other's footsteps. So I'm kind of curious to see when the next break will be. But it looks like Bib will obviously do Hookshot Cave. And Tan is definitely a huge hoverer here, doing all the hovering, getting the second item in Skull Woods and getting out. All right, so now let's see where Tan decides to go. No one has checked the front of Escape yet. So I'm kind of curious to see where he's going to decide to go. And Alright, so it looks like Spike Key for Bib next, and Hammer Pegs for Tan. Not a bad choice on either side. And you gotta love that hammer dashing. Alright. Ooh, and there's our mirror. So that's another step of the puzzle. So now we still need a lot of more stuff, but that mirror opens up a lot. And actually a lot on the smith chain too. Makes the smith chain so much easier to do. So actually this sets up perfectly to do smith chain. Oh, he's not going to dig game first. Okay, interesting choice for Tan, not going to dig game. Because you can't do dig game with a follower because the game doesn't like things like that. All right, so let's see where Bib goes now. My guess is going to be Skull Woods, but he has a lot of options too. He could go Entice Palace. Oh, he's going to go to Meyer first. He's going to get his Meyer information first. That's, I guess, as good a check as any. And a piece of heart on the smith. So now the question that oh, and he's going to also do Tan's also going to do Magic Bat. And then confirmation for Bombos on Meyer. Alright, so in Meyer Shed, as we mentioned before, just lots of money and triple bombs. Actually now, should Tan want, he could do Pod pretty easily with Fire Rod. All right, so back into the Dark World we go for Tan, and a flute away for Bib. Let's see where he goes. He's gonna change route a little bit. He's gonna go towards Pod. So we have divergence here. And it looks like Tan is gonna get the purple chest. The problem again is he's abandoning dig game unless he already did it and I just missed it, which is possible. Not see. I could have sworn he went towards Catfish before. All right. So, meanwhile, we have a cave 45 check on Tan side, and just 10 more sticks. So not gonna pick that up. And there's Kiki, the extortionist. The other extortionist, I guess, besides Zora, who's the biggest extortionist in the game. All right, so leaving purple chest behind, now can dash all over the place. And, oh, we have our first bottle. All right, Sick Kid now in logic as well. Yeah, you can leave the purple chest anywhere kind of in the Dark World as long as you don't mirror before you get to the... to the thief over here. Unfortunately, no book, but let's see what we're gonna also get. Palace of Darkness, which is not bow locked. We do have a bow, so that doesn't matter. And just 3 bombs. So the big item was out of the smith chain was actually the mirror. The rest of it was all trash. All right, Ice Rod Cave coming up on your left-hand side. And wonder if he's going to dash out and do some water walking. And hopefully he's more careful than I was. All right, into the back of Pod shortly. All right, just dealing with the mimics first. And it looks to me like he set up the water lock nicely, so gonna jump off here, and magically he's able to dash on the water. Now, the question is he going all the way up to Zora? Well, first he's gonna check the island. And just a single green ruby, don't think he's going after that. And another key for Pod. There are 6 small keys in Pod, and there's our map. All right, Bombos and 300. So flippers cannot be in Misery Mire at all. But now Misery Mire is 100% clearable if you know your dark rooms. So now the question is where's the flippers going to be? And I missed what was on, on Zora Ledge. It looked to me like 20 bucks. Let's see what the Ultimate Extortionist has today. What is the Scamfish have? Is it something he wants? No, it is not. He's going to save and quit from there. All right, I missed what was in the vanilla big key chest. And there's just another pod key there. So I'll have to wait for the tracker to see if he got anything in that route. But so far, nothing in pod yet. But usually the action for pod kind of doesn't get itself together until the back. All right, in the meantime, we're going to have some more fake flippering, and this looks like it's going to be a nice balance play. Yes, sir. Tan's going to... Oh, nope. Gonna get some ammo first. Yep, gonna get some ammo first. I guess that's as good a choice as any. I'm having a little bit of trouble with that there. And actually, Tan is going to take his recently acquired arrows and bombs and gonna go towards Desert Palace because that's full clearable for him with that mirror. All right, so let's see what's now in the back of pod. Because as I mentioned before, and we have of course, a small key on the torch in Desert Palace, but we have our boot, so no harm there. And now we're going to go into the back of pod on Bib's side. And let's see what's there. Oh, there's our big key. So, and a small key in the basement. Trying to keep these items coming quick and fast. There's Ether. So that is in logic. Turtle Rock now available. Not completable, but available. That is in logic with the Fire Rod. Meanwhile, Compass on Tan side. And looks to be like Bib is having a little trouble with that. Is he going to set up the hammer yump? It looks like he's going to. Without the mirror, it actually is a little faster to do it this way. And there's 20 bucks from Desert and a perfect hammer yump and 20 bucks. So both have received medallions that the other needs. And now we're into the dark maze of pod. Next to Mire, probably the next hardest part of the game. And there's Cabe, which is kind of almost not a thing right now. But going up through the dark maze here, getting his way through. Should have an easy... And I'm going to assume that Tan is going to also do Mire here as well, since he has bombos. And 50 bucks in the last chest and takes a death, but I assume that's a intentional one. Excuse me. Getting himself back to the front of the dungeon, because remember, he does not have the mirror. All right, so into a Landmolus fight on your other side, boss fight. Trying to get one cycle, not able to. Going into a second. Oh, and gonna be a couple of short bounces because you missed a few. And down goes Lamo, and crystal number 2 at 41 minutes and 45 seconds. and our second item. So Desert Palace, although it really wasn't necessarily required for anything progression-wise, it did have... Can you pick one up, please? My son just dropped a few pretzels on the floor. I'll help him clean it up in a moment. All right, so let's see where Tan decides to go. I'm going, like I said, he's in the area. Meyer seems to be on his radar. He has bombos. He knows he's not going to find... he knows for sure he's not going to find any kind of like flippers in here because of where Bombos was. And, but at least another full clearable dungeon, and he'll have 3 crystals here shortly. So as far as our runners on screen are concerned, the lamp is kind of a afterthought, but still need ice rod and flippers for our no mode. We do have, right now we're on Master Sword Silver list, but again, I don't think any of these runners are all that concerned on working with Master Sword. All right, dealing with the back of a pod here. All right, so let's keep our eyes on Meyer, and there's item number 1, 10 bombs. All right, if this is the big key, is Tan gonna hover all the way over there and just clear the dungeon, or is he gonna continue looking for the second item? Nope, no big key, so we're gonna continue on in Meyer. Again, still need quite a bit, so you know. All right, Bib is on Helmasaur, and unfortunately, without the mirror from Hammer Pegs, he cannot try and look into Eastern. But again, Eastern is another pendant, and I would highly doubt that he wants to go in there when he has crystal dungeons he can do, even if they're not necessarily in logic right now, because Ice Palace he could clear. All right, there is the big key, and I still have no idea how the runners do that rope. So not gonna go too much further. Let's he's gonna go into the back of Meyer and clear the boss and hope for the second item to be there. And the final item is a heart piece in Palace of Darkness, but these and a crystal is obtained for Bib at 45 minutes and 50 seconds. All right, so let's see what's next. All right, so now you're going to see lots of darkness on Tan side. And again, things that probably should be learned one way or another is these dark rooms here. And it looks to me like Bib is heading to Hyrule Castle. Oh, she's going to do Uncle. I forgot we haven't done Uncle yet. My goodness. The 45-minute Uncle play here. All right. Let's see what's here. If there's something important on Uncle. Oh, the flippers are on Uncle. My goodness. That is interesting. When? Oh, and the ice rod. Oh, my. 2 huge items. And guess what? TR is now full clearable. Holy moly. We have instantly gotten closer. And so now that Bombos medallion that Tan has is totally in logic. Hold on, my sweet. And everything he did with all that stuff is also. And this is interesting here. When, oh when, is Tan going to make it back to do that? Now, this is all stuff here. And I think... I need to lower this, sweetheart. Hold on, sweetheart, I can't... sweetheart. Watch your iPad. Go ahead, watch your iPad. All right, so hold on, my son's iPad's not working. Give me a second. I'm so sorry. There you go. All right, on to Vitreous. And Bomb Vidi. Never a fun day when you have to do Bomb Vitreous. But let's see if there's going to be something else in the back of the escape. Hold on, sweetheart. What?
Back hurt.
Okay, I'll rub it. Yes, just don't say anything. All right, working on the arrow stretch now. And Bib heading back to the back of escape here. All right, finishing off Vitreous here. And all right, ball and chain guard here. And now we have a big eyeball, and down goes the big eyeball of Vidi. Yeah, you can't say anything. All right, so taking the death warp is Bib, but so we went from not being able to clear very much to now being able to clear pretty much everything. So we here in the commentators booth are in go mode, but our runners are not. Although technically we still need a lamp, but who needs a lamp? All right, so there is one more item in Misery Mire, and like I said, Tan's gonna have to find his way back to get that item there, the flippers and the ice rod, which were sitting on Uncle, which is why I tend to do the Uncle start, because that is just so hard to then route in. So as far as everything else is concerned, we know that Tan is going to need ether, ice rod, and flippers, whereas Bib is going to need the mirror and bombos. So each runner having something the other does not. All right, so it looks like the last item is it gonna be on cutscene chest? Or it's in the center? Might be in the big key chest. Oh, there's two here. Oh, there's the second item. All right, so let's see where our two runners go now. Bib will probably go and finish off Skull Woods now, because, well, why not? There's really not going to be very many times to do this, although I guess he's doing boots checks first. So I guess with what our runners have kind of checked, I'm kind of curious as where the lamp could be, but our runners I don't think need it. But let's see what Bib decides to do. Not gonna go to do Skullwoods just yet. I don't know when he's gonna route that in. He's gotta find a place, and Agina has nothing. And we already know it's an ice rod cave, but this will lead Bib to Bombos, which will lead him back to be able to clear Mire and gonna be able to do some running, even though he has flippers. He can still do some water walk, just won't have to do as much. Won't be able to do as much as Bib was, as Tan was rather. And our bottle check is a heart container. So I think our runners are pretty safe now as far as safeties are concerned. And let's see, where's Tan headed? He's heading towards Pod. He'll do Pod now. That's not where he wants to be, although I believe that was where Ether was. So he needs ether in order to get into TR. So, bless you. Bless you, bless you. Bless you. Oh my goodness. Seasonal allergies here at the Nitro home. Please, while I have a moment, while our runners are kind of going back on each other now, please give our runners both Tan and Bib a follow, as well as, oh, there's the silver arrows on the guy under the bridge. And then we'll do Saha's closet. Sorry about that. Yes, please give our runners a follow, and our tracker here today, BSJ72380, and of course myself, Nitro6003, and we have a tempered sword on Tan's side, so that will make things nicer now. The tempered sword is a huge upgrade. But again, he's nowhere near the old man, which is where he needs to be, so he can finish this seed. There is Bombos. So now we'll see when what Bib decides to do. He still needs that mirror from Hammer Pegs, and we'll see when he goes there. He's gonna pay off the scam artist. Now we'll see if we get a better view of what was on. Oh, that is red mail. I thought it was 20 bucks, but it is red mail. All right, so continuing on here, like I said, our runners are kind of retracing each other's footsteps here. I'm kind of curious if Bib will go into Ice Palace, but the problem he's going to have shortly is that he's going to have to find his way over. Oh, he's going to get the red mail. Okay, not necessarily. Oh, and another hover by Tan to skip the Bowlock side. Interesting. Tan is hovering everywhere in this seed. And all right, let's see. Where is Bib going now? Where is Bib going? Is he going to 4, which would be great? No, he is not. He is going to Meyer. Okay, that's a sensible choice. There's 2 items there. It could be the items he wants. It's not going to be. He needs the mirror. I believe if that is all he needs is mirror now. Yeah, he is mirror from Go Mode. The question's going to be, when is Tan going to get himself over to... When is Tan going to get himself over to the old to the uncle who has major progression in this seed, both flippers and the ice rod, both fully required in this seed. You cannot beat Swamp Palace without the flipper. Sometimes if Swamp Palace is not a thing as a pendant, you can get away without it. You can fake flipper to Ice Palace. I've done it myself, but in this seed with Swamp Palace being a crystal, that is not at all possible. We'll see if I'm going to assume Tan will have no problems with these dark rooms here. Is trying to get the torchlit, having all kinds of trouble with the anti-fairies, but it's gonna get his medallion here. All right, so now let's see. He's gonna go do the back of pod, which really didn't have very much, but he doesn't know that. And Bib is gonna go through Misery Mire, and that again is not gonna have enough. But our knowledge here is we have no mode. We know where all the items here in the booth are, and our runners do not. And again, the question I'd like to know is where was the lamp? But considering how early those flippers were, I mean, the lamp could very well be in Swamp Palace, and the mirror was easily accessible to as well. So, could be in a lot of places. But I mean, that's the true go mode. Is you definitely need the lamp. But again, these runners, once they've done Mire, Well, and Pod. Yeah, the rest of the game is relatively easy. You know, TR is not impossible. Oh, and Bib taking a very unfortunate death inside of Misery Mire. That is not a death you want to take. So now has to start all over again. From flipping the switch to everything. So I'm glad you've decided to spend your afternoon with us here on for this pretty much we have one more day left of League for week 6, and then of course next week is co-op Benemizer, and I guess Tan is gonna fill his health here, and Bib on the other hand is back where he was. All right, so Tan trying to do the hammer dash, not able to get it, so gonna move the statue over. So let's see. Looks like Bib is taking a lot of damage in places. Does not have he does have powder, but I don't know if he set up the spooky action or not. But he's got to be really careful of his health. Does not want to take a second death here. But remember, the stun prize is fairies. Alright, so we know Cutscene chest is not the answer. But it looks to me like that is where Bib is headed. Bib only needs one more item for go mode. I mean, I'm sure he would like to have a sword, but he has the Master Sword, so that is all you technically are needed to be Ganon. So he's up there. All right, so now Tan is doing the back of Pod here, getting his magic back, and we'll go to Helmasaur King. And I'm kind of curious where he's going to go next. Is he going to Ice Palace? Now, again, he can go into TR looking for the Ice Rod if he wants, although that's not as nice of a play. He could go there. But let's see. He's been trying to stay to Crystal Dungeons as much as possible. All right, this will be Crystal number 4 for Tan. Meanwhile, Bib on the other side is looking throughout Mr. Meyer for the last item. Does not want to have a triple dip on this dungeon because remember, he did die. All right, so Helmasaur King's mask is off after the 17 smacks to the face. And down goes Helmasaur King and Crystal number 4 at the hour mark. And should be getting the last item here in Misery Mire in a moment. And there is Crystal number 4. All right, so as far as dungeons he can complete in the logic he has to get to the Uncle where his flippers and his ice rod are, which would give him access to finish off both Turnrock and, of course, Swamp Palace. He's going to go into Pendant Eastern Palace because you have the green pendant. Why not? It's an extra item here. It's not the, you could think that your opponent went in here early and you want to get here as quickly as possible, and pairing it up with Palace of Darkness is probably your best bet. And meanwhile, it looks like Bib is doing the hardest part of Mire in the Dark. All right, so still does not have it quite yet. All right, does he have it? He still does not. Yeah, this is where you have to be using your ears and stuff and listening for the door. And it looks like he has it just about now. Oh, yeah, I thought he had it there. Still, he's taking a lot of damage here, and unfortunately, I think he found the switch, and I think he got it this time. Yeah, he did. Using your ears and actually having red mail does not help. Those fireballs still do a lot of damage, no matter what. All right. Preparing to anti-fairies, kill the anti-fairies. Oh, and he missed. A couple times missed there. And now he gets it and gets his health back, so that's nice. Silver Arrow of Vitreous will be a lot easier than Tan's without silvers. Blink and you'll miss it. All right, so into the back of Eastern we are with Tan here, getting his key. Let's see what he's going to get here. It's not going to be anything that necessarily helps him, unfortunately. But again, he does not know that. Oh, misses the switch on Bib's side. All right, so let's see who's going to make the play first to where their Go Mode items are. So for Bib, needs to get back to Village of Outcasts, which actually he has to go back there anyway because he's got to be Skull Woods, right? So it's actually it would not be an unheard of thing to beat Skull Woods and then do hammer pegs into Smith Chain. However, on the other side, Tan needs to get back to the uncle, and for him, he has no reason to get back there. Although unless he wants to do Hyrule Castle, I'm not quite sure when he's going to want to do that. So again, this is the waiting if games. When is he going to do these things? And now we have, we might have, I don't think we're going to have simultaneous boss fights here, but we're going to be close. Bib took a lot of damage inside of Misery Mire, so let's be careful. But here comes Vitreous. This will be a lot quicker, assuming he does not get hit too many times. He's having a little bit of trouble with Vitreous here. Definitely having a little bit of trouble. Oof. Don't want to take too many more direct lightnings. And 2 more, and the big eyeball does fall, and that is crystal number 3. And the only crystal difference now is going to be the Skull Woods one. And again, if you're doing crystal dungeon, oh wait, and desert. He has not done desert yet either. Okay. All right. He only has 2 crystals because he did blind. I missed that part. So yeah. So that is not crystal number 4. That is crystal number 2. So Bib is definitely behind the crystal count, but has everything he needs to clear TR. Is he gonna do that? Does not look like it. Yeah, he's gonna head to village, so he should be able. Oh well, he can't get into the desert until he gets that mirror. That is right. He needs the mirror to get into the desert, doesn't he? All right, what does Saha have? Just a single rupee. Wah, wah. Well, it couldn't have been anything major. Or it could have been lamp, I guess. All right, so onward. It looks like Tan is going to be the first one to make the right choice, but both runners are closing in on where their Go Mode is. And I think Tan is going to feel very far behind, but not realize how big of a lead he actually has, because he has the Tempered Sword, and he's about to get his Go Mode in both the Flippers and the Ice Rod. So there's Flippers, so that's 1. And then he will not do the castle or anything else. He's just going to go clear his last 2 remaining dungeons. And there's his Ice Rod. And at the 1 hour and 6-minute mark, Tan has officially entered Go Mode. Does not need to get the silvers, which were on Hobo. So he's going to float directly to Ice Palace, clear Ice Palace in Go Mode, which is pretty fast. And then he can go right over to Swamp, Go Mode Swamp, and then Go Mode TR as fast as TR will allow. But believe it or not, Bib is not far behind at all. He just needs to, oh no, he needs to go up to do the pegs, and oh my, he's doing the Smith without the mirror, I'm not quite sure where he's going though. Oh, he's going to the flute guy. He has bottle, and then he'll save and quit. Yeah. So it's gonna be a little longer before he gets to there. I mean, I think I would have done hammer pegs first, but you know, you're right there. All right, so now Gobo and Ice Palace with Kena Samaria is probably one of the fastest now dungeons in the game. And now in Go modes, you always flip the switch, and for me, I always flip the switch whether I'm Go mode in this dungeon or not, to ensure that I don't have to worry about shenanigans. And unfortunately, this part of the Smith chain is garbage, but he needs to get back to hammer pegs. And the sooner he does that, the better. Sorry, that is my 5-year-old. All right, so here's Icebreaker. And
821
gets it cleanly. All right, so back to we go. All right, and gonna do Magic Bat. And down. So again, now Bib is really, it needs to get himself back so he can be in Go mode. And what's will be interesting is that he has a sword advantage. I'm so sorry.
Huh?
If you want to tap out, stop. I apologize. Anyway, so Cold Stare up and coming on our left-hand side. And oh, I am hoping it's okay if my son says hello. You can say hello to our. You can help by saying hello. All right, into Desert Palace. So he found the book. Ooh, that's going to lead him further away from where he needs to be, which is that mirror, which would give him Go mode. Colts are getting a little bit away from Tan, though, sadly. But again, he has a huge lead that he doesn't even realize he has. And down go all three pups. And let's see. We're obviously going to go Swamp next and then TR. And meanwhile, Bib is just kind of doing checks that we already have checked and will not find his mirror in this. And unfortunately, by finding the book, it'll lead him probably on the goose chase of like, I could do all of these things now that I don't need to necessarily do. And what's interesting is he found the ice rod and the flippers first, but it was Tan coming back to Uncle and getting that mirror, which kind of has been the determining point here. The race is not over by any stretch, but unfortunately, the longer and longer Bib stays away from hammer pegs, the further and further behind he will be from Tan, who has been clearing all the crystal dungeons and still has dungeons cleared, such as Skull Woods. Now, I know you could quickly clear Skull Woods. It's relatively easy to clear, but again, he still has to do it. All right, so meanwhile, Bib is going to go kill Landmolus, and unfortunately, with that book, he'll probably, I'm going to guess, check Ether and Bombos tablets. Oh no, he can check Bombos tablet. Never mind. All right, into Crystal Swamp Palace. So when all we need is that one item, that small key is all we need. And then there's one more small key that we need. And I'm going to assume Tan is not going to check anything else. We'll be watching him do Silverless Ganon here, but he's not that far away from that part of it. But again, he didn't check Hobo, so he'll never get it.